Hello, friends. Today I want to bring a message about global cycles of darkness, which is what we are currently in. And I want to talk about what the light should do during global cycles of darkness. Currently, we're in a global cycle that the negativity has been building for some time, and the blame lies everywhere. You could say the trade wars with China and U.S., the impeachment, the vitriol, hatred between one party and another. That's just the U.S. You could talk about England and their struggles, Europe and their struggles, the Middle East and their struggles, and you could just name everything for 2 hours as to what happens when a global dark cycle occurs. But when a global dark cycle occurs, it breaks out in things like you're seeing with the coronavirus. And when that happens, it also gets the negativity becomes dominant and in control, and they crash the stock market way more than it should be. It's like a vindictive cycle. So when darkness gets its hand on the wheel, especially in a global event, the light needs to retreat. Yes, the light needs to retreat. And let me explain this exactly. You cannot fight darkness with a resistance to it, a struggle against it, a ego determination to squash it, defeat it. You can, especially when it becomes dominant, because we move through cycles of light and cycles of dark. When it is dominant, the light retreats. The light goes inwards. Light beings, all of my spiritual friends, you retreat. It is a time to detach from the world in every possible way you can. Let go of the world. Do not engage in any issues going on out there. Do not watch television. Do not read or involve yourself or listen to negative things. It is a time to go inwards, to strengthen your inner spiritual resolve, to hold a quiet mind and an open, loving heart. But action is not merited at this time, not action in large ways. What the light does during times of global cycles of darkness, is it retreats. It draws itself in. It gathers itself and its assets and belongings and its spiritual family and everything it knows. It pulls it inwards and it anchors deep, deep into the light. And then you sit and wait it out. Now, what does this mean also about helping? Helping comes in small movements during times of darkness. An example would be, just 2 days ago, I was struggling to get a very heavy box in my car, and I have shoulder issues. And a man clear across the parking lot, I mean several rows over, calmly walked over, said, "I'll help you with that." He got it finagled into my car. I said, "Thank you very much," and we parted ways. That is how the light works during cycles of darkness. Small, targeted actions. When spirit brings it to you, there is no resistance. There's no fighting the larger forces. There's only helping. Helping locally, helping with the family, helping locally, helping where an opening opens, because the openings are small in these cycles of darkness. But when you see an opening, you are highly focused that this is a chance to move with the flow of light and help. Move with the flow of light and help. No big actions, no big grandiose stands, no fighting resistance, no fighting darkness. No, no. Retreat, my friends. This is a time to retreat inwards, to pray more, to meditate more, to love your spiritual nature more, to honor the goodness of life more by improving yourself and strengthening yourself and becoming a quiet, peaceful spiritual warrior. And by doing good works in small, targeted, meaningful ways. So if we can work on this and do this now during this cycle of darkness, I feel like the information I've sort of been getting is that some of this can crescendo maybe around April, May, and start to, because darkness always exhausts itself. After a while, if you just leave it alone, you back away, darkness will sort of exhaust itself. And then the light can return again. So if it does exhaust itself by April, May, the returning is not going to be some big full bull run of, light, running in large quantities. This, because it's a global cycle of darkness, the return to light will grow gradually. So you will see it start to improve in a gradual way, which could take a while, but these are cycles. And this happens every time there is so much negativity in the earth, it finally has to pop out in some way that affects global consciousness. So that's what I wanted to say for today, friends. I wanted to offer some encouragement that this is a time of retreat, a time of meditation, a time of small acts of kindness and light where the opening allows. So I hope that you will listen to this information and work with yourself and your community in a way that will produce good results in the times to come. So thank you, and I will see you again soon.